Here we go again. Former President Barack Hussein Obama warns of too much patriotism on 4th of July weekend while praising Islam during his speech in Indonesia. He's in Indonesia. A lot of people believe that he's there because there is no extradition treaty. This month is a special month because Susan Rice will be giving testimony concerning the Obama illegal surveillance and the unmasking, which was, of course, illegal. And she will be doing that, giving testimony behind closed doors. And who knows what kind of incrimination she will be leaking. Now Barack Hussein Obama from Indonesia, spending the week leading up to America's celebrating of independence in his childhood home and Muslim-majority Indonesia. Shocker. He's not in the States, he's in Indonesia. In the last leg of his vacation there, he warned a Muslim audience of the dangers of, quote-unquote, aggressive nationalism, while he praises Islamic Indonesia. It's shocking. Let's remember that Indonesia just publicly caned a woman for kissing her boyfriend and sentenced a Christian governor to prison for blaspheming the Quran. How loving and tolerant they are. The Guardian reports Barack Obama has called on the world to stand up for tolerance, moderation, and respect for others, warning that sectarian politics could lead to chaos and violence. The former U.S. president said some countries had adopted, quote, an aggressive kind of nationalism and increased resentment of minority groups, end quote, in his speech in Indonesia on Saturday that could be seen as a commentary on the U.S. as well as Indonesia. But he said that increased prosperity had been accompanied by new global problems, adding that as the world confronts issues ranging from inequality to terrorism, some countries, both developed and less developed, had adopted a more aggressive and isolationist stance. Quote, this is what he said, quote, if we don't stand up for tolerance and moderation and respect for others, if we begin to doubt ourselves and all that we have accomplished, then much of the progress that we have made will not continue. What will we see is more and more people arguing against democracy. We will see more and more people who are looking to restrict freedom of the press, and we'll see more intolerance, more tribal divisions, more ethnic divisions, and religious divisions, and more violence. End quote. Of course, Obama bragged about having a Muslim stepfather. He said, my stepfather was raised a Muslim, but he respected Hindus, and he respected Buddhists, and he respected Christians. And he added, if you are strong in your own faith, then you should not be worried about someone else's faith, end quote. The line earned raucous applause. ABC News touched on Obama's praising the Islamic spirit and constitution of Indonesia. Yes, the same one that allows Christians and women to be persecuted and abused and jailed. Quote, the spirit of this country has to be one of tolerance. It's enshrined in Indonesia's constitution. It's symbolized by mosques and temples and churches beside each other, Obama said, and he added, that spirit is one of the defining things about Indonesia. It is one of the most important characteristics to set as an example for other Muslim countries around the world, end quote. Good old Barry Hussein Obama is in a foreign country, a Muslim-majority country, no less on the 4th of July weekend blasting the U.S. while praising Indonesia's constitution. Somehow that doesn't shock us. He's just being himself. WND News reports this is on the Gateway Pundit. And of course, WND News tweeted, Obama warns about too much patriotism on the 4th of July weekend. The Guardian, Barack Obama has called on the world to stand up for tolerance, moderation, and respect for others, warning that sectarian blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe he should stay in Indonesia. Perhaps he can become a politician in Indonesia since he was raised there and he went to school there and he went to a Muslim school, and you can only go to that Muslim school if you are Muslim yourself. So there you go. He's Muslim and he was brought up there. So why doesn't he just stay there? And perhaps he can teach a lot of things to Indonesia. This is on the Gateway Pundit.